So before we were gonna add a owl carousel, we just need to fix over here this mistake. You can see over here that I have div with ID, and over here I put a hashtag with a logo, right? So we would just need to delete this logo, this hashtag before the logo. Otherwise, the owl is not gonna run, right? So over here, if we just save it and we refresh, right, it's still not showing because we have placed it already in owl carousel, right? But it's gonna be showing just in a second once we do our additions, right? So over here you can see that we already have a owl carousel, which we did in the last video. We added owl carousel with all the files, right? And over here we have a owl carousel min, obviously, and all the way on the top we have a owl carousel CSS, right? Over here these two, the default min and the carousel, the CSS min, right? Now what we would need to do again, if we go back over here, we have this setup, right? The basic setup. So I'm just gonna copy this one, right? The thing though is that, right, we don't want to place it right now in a script, right? Meaning like in the script tags over here. What we want to do is over here, the script.js would be used for magnific pop-up, right? If we go back over here, and let's say over here, we're just going to write that this is going to be a owl, right? And let's say this is going to be a owl logo, right? And what we're going to do is we're just going to copy and paste this over here like this. But remember, we have to use this jQuery, right? So what we would need to do is over here, this first line, right? We're going to copy this one, right? And we're going to paste it. And over here, this last line, right? So this is going to be our function, right? Basically that we're going to be using, right? This is going to be the jQuery function, right? This is suggested that all your script is running actually over here once the document is loaded, right? Now the difference over here, this is not going to be a class of our carousel, right? It is going to be actually, again, this logo that we created over here, this ID of logo, right? The one that I just fixed, right? This one, right? So if we go back over here and we said that we would want to target the logo, right? And again, we're just going to start with this basic one, right? Over here. And maybe we're just going to change it around a little bit. Maybe we won't. It doesn't really matter, right? So now we're going to be targeting this ID of logo, right? So we save this one over here. And if we're going to refresh, right, now you can see that we have our carousel, right? And you can see from the previous video again how I already changed these icons, right? So over here you can see that this is working, right? This is going to be our owl carousel, right? So the only thing we would need to do is actually add a CSS, right? And once we add CSS all around, right, just for a reminder, again, we can go back to a owl min, right, over here, owl theme min, over here like this, and we can actually change it around and maybe change around these couple of these properties, right? So it's not maybe navy over here, right? So maybe this is going to be something else, but we're going to make that decision once we actually style everything, right? So let's go to our main CSS and actually style this customer section.